Hello and welcome to a new video. As usual, once per month it's Scrawlrbox unboxing and we will try to do the challenge. Anyway, let's begin with the opening. And goodbye for the box. Okay, so the Scrawls of July 2021 and we will read it later. The print from the associated artist, which is Just Kirkman, who is specialized in alcohol inks. I guess this is what we'll have today. Alcohol inks, resin and encaustic mediums to create abstract universes and feel-good art. Anyway, she made her way to lead the team at Taco Bell Design as their executive creative director. Anyway, it's a nice job, I guess, and it's a very well-known company. Maybe not so much outside America, but we all know them through video games. Anyway, this is number 71, Scrawlrbox, and it's an original by Just Kirkman, which is called Cosmic Ray, and I will put... Anyway, she has an Instagram, which is manifest.jess, and she has a website, manifestjess.com. So we have the pad, which are 10 sheets, 100 GSM in A5, made for Scrawlrbox or by Scrawlrbox, I don't know. And we're going on with the ASMR. So the sticker, as usual, a new form for the menu. So in a galaxy far, far away, this month's box is going intergalactic. Pour, dip and tip the ink to experiment with the abstract fluid forms it creates. Use the tools to drip, drop and blow around the ink to see what unique marks you can make. Try swirling your paintbrush in while wet and then back in again once dry with the extender to see how it expands your galactic arrangements. And the challenge is Nebula, a glowing form of clouds made up of interstellar gas and dust. So we have alcohol inks by Marabou, the alcohol-based, permanent, and there are bright colors that are quick drying, acid-free, and can also be mixed to create your own color combinations. They are best used on non-absorbent paper, but they can also be used on any smooth, non-absorbent surfaces such as glass, metal, ceramic, or porcelain. The creative possibilities in application are endless, and they retail for £4.99, £5 each. So we have color magenta and blue Caribbean. We have... is there another color? And we have... we have another... Well, it's not really a color, it's a diamond sparkle. So I guess it's... yeah, well, you can see it, but I can. It's... with a shaker inside, and I guess it's full of sparkles. And we have alcohol ink, which is an extender. So this extender complements perfectly the alcohol inks. It's an indispensable supply for many techniques and can be used not only to increase the alcohol ink's workable time, slowing the drying time, but also to lighten pigment, lift color and increase the transparency of your inks. So you can experiment to create a number of stunning effects, and it's also £5 for the bottle. And there's a warning, cause the alcohol inks are highly flammable and give off harmful fumes when in use, so please use in a well-ventilated area or use protective breathing apparatus. Stay safe. We have also the UPO Pad A5 100 GSM, this one, which retails for £3. It's a non-porous, acid-free and pH-neutral synthetic paper. It is completely waterproof, stain-resistant, and is an intriguing alternative to traditional art papers. With the 10 sheets included, you will have plenty to test out and experiment with this month's supplies. We also have a pipette, which retails for £0.59, so it can be used for the inks and it's practical. We have a paper straw with no price. It will help you create magical patterns in your ink with a gentle puff of air. Just try not to breathe in the fumes. And the ProArt Masterstroke paintbrush, which is £2.50. Oh, I like the form it has. It's a bit, it's not a perfect cylinder. It's well suited for all your painting needs. It can be used for watercolor, acrylic, oil and alcohol medium, as the tip is made from durable synthetic fibers. So it's good in every way, but it's not perfect for it. And a drumstick as with a bubblegum flavor. It's vegan and free from artificial colors. Anyway, we try to work something with Nebula. I don't think I do something like that, as everyone would do, but I think I prefer to try to draw a persona with these colors. So we have only red and blue, which can be a bit complicated. But anyway, I think I try something with the challenge. I'm just watching the scroll tips. Well, first of all, you should protect your work surface. Well, I prepared for it, because ink stains everything, including hands, so gloves are recommended, but I don't have any. And we recommend you to have some paper towels to absorb ink. Just not use too much ink at a time. You can use a palette, the extender. To create a dot drip pattern, use the wrong end of the paintbrush to dot on the extender into your artwork. And bonus tip, try using a black fine liner to add some line work. Solvent-based markers are best, like a Sharpie. We know this isn't included and technically cheating for the challenge, but we will let you off this once. Yeah. We think it's everything interesting. Of course, there's an interview with Just Kirkman, which uses a lot of inks, I guess. The presentations. So yeah, supplies menu, new design. Oh, I'm not. New design and sticker, handy tools, and the pad and the paintbrush. Anyway, the interview, the tips, Scroll Gallery with May 2021, and as usual, I'm not in it. Scroll Extra, it's just explanations about a bit of the nebulas, and an explanation about the price changes. So to make sure the price were increased as of July 1st. Well, I know I made I renewed my Scrawlrbox subscription just before July, so I hope I won't be impacted by the price change. Sketching something, and we will get back just in a bit, I guess, in a voiceover. So I'm back, and it's not a voiceover. I changed my mind. Tried to hide the mic cable so you won't be annoyed by it. Anyway, I tried to change a bit and not draw a nebula, a space nebula, but I tried to draw the person, the character from Marvel Universe, which is called Nebula and is a villain in Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm trying to draw and speak at the same time, and English is not my native language, so it's a bit complicated for me. I don't know if you watch Guardians of the Galaxy. It's, I guess, a nice movie, and I realize you can see everything that I'm drawing because it's not dark enough. So just the sketch part, so it's not really interesting for you, but I think it's the most interesting part for me, as I don't really like to color my drawings, and I just like to sketch a bit. And at this moment I'm sketching a lot of portraits. But anyway, so I don't know if you watched the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, the two movies. They were fun to watch. I think the first movie was really a nice, I think. But I don't know, the second one, well, Marvel Universe got a bit dark after the Thanos intervention. I won't spoil you or anything, but I think it's a bit darker than it was, with a bit less humor, and it's not as interesting as it has been. I won't do the old man saying, well, it was better before, but I don't think it's really, Marvel Universe is really made for for dark stories, I guess. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is I really liked the Guardians of the Galaxy with 80s nostalgia vibe, I guess. It was fun. It was just a big joke. It was completely assumed that it was a joke. But anyway, I'm trying to not mess up this one. I don't know how I render her expression with my style. That is not really good for people that are upset like she is. She's always upset. So I try something, but this paper is really plastic. So my graphite pencil doesn't really work with it. It really doesn't work well. But anyway, I try anyway to do something nice. But really, for the sketch part, it's complicated, because no, it's really not suited for graphite, I think. Yeah, she has this big metallic piece to make it look more sci-fi around her eye. Because if I remember correctly, she's a robot, maybe a humanoid form of life turned into a robot by Thanos. I don't really remember, because the second movie was really forgettable for me, and I only remember part of the first movie because it was fun and stuff. It was really just humor. I don't really remember the story of Nebula and the end of the movie, because it's a bit weird with Marvel, as if you follow the arc, they kinda lose at the end, and I think they rebooted. I don't know, because I saw the last Black Widow movie, and I don't really understand if they rebooted everything or if it's before I think it's before the Thanos events. I'm not really sure. It's a bit complicated to follow with with this universe. And I'm realizing I will have a problem, as all this metallic part here on the eye is gold and I don't have a gold color, so I don't know how I do it. But as you can see, we'll plan to cheat, as recommended by Scrawlrbox, to add line art to this piece. Anyway, I'm just hoping it will be clear with the alcohol ink up, and that all my sketch is going to be erasable easily, as I'm not really sure of it and I don't know if it will go okay or if it will be a complication. Anyway, we'll try, we'll see. I mean, it's the purpose of art, it's to try to mess up, and at that part I'm really good at. Nebula, why are you so complicated? And why are you so angry with everything and everyone? We'll try to do something, and oh damn it, it's the crop of the picture. I think I'm using a picture taken from the movie as a reference, and I'm just copying it. Anyway, yeah, I think it's a good inspiration to take movie pictures to learn how to draw. It's really a thing I did in my first sketchbook. I kinda abandoned it because I was maybe a bit fed up with all the YouTube videos of people drawing Ghibli movie scenes, and I think everyone has done it by now, and it's not really that interesting anymore. But some people are really good at it, and I'm not part of this type of people. But I'm more interested in stylizing things that I see. I mean, just reproducing the piece can be interesting to learn, but don't publish it on social medias, I think, because it's, well, some people are interested in seeing you reproduce masterpiece, but I don't know. I think it's a bit like not plagiarism, but it's making me feel uncomfortable. I mean, it's a bit like plagiarism, but not really. But it's more that you can, well, you simply don't try to do something new, I guess, and you're just copying work that already exists, and just plain copying it. And I don't feel an interest in it outside of studying, but you don't need to publish it. But you can also say that when people just use reference photos, reference pictures, as I do, it's the same thing, I guess, in a point of view. Anyway, I think I rambled a bit about this, so I tried to ramble a bit about something else, and I really think I will have a problem with that metallic piece around the eye, because I know it's kind of complicated. SF, science fiction, is kind of complicated for me to draw, as it's always something really imaginative, and I have a bit of a fantasia, and I don't know if you heard about it. For some time there were a lot of YouTube videos about it. It's the incapacity to form a picture in your memory without any reference, and I'm not really suffering from it, but I know I have difficulties to draw from imagination and respect the human proportions, I guess. So, and to imagine it something from nothing is a bit complicated for me. So I guess I'm not a concept artist. But anyway, I never tried to be one. It's okay, I guess. Yes, I realize I don't have black ink, so I try with this marker, which is a Derwent line maker 0.2 in black, and I'm not sure it's alcohol ink resistance. I think so. I don't remember if I had it in a Scrawlrbox or in a upgrade. Maybe an upgrade. Well, I try. I didn't really put a display with the inks. I'm not a swatching person. I prefer to test it with the drawing directly. And so, for example, in my sketchbook, I used some big crystal and some artisan roller gel pens. I could just swatch them with a simple swatch, but I didn't do that. I tried them, but with the drawing and with alcohol markers to try to color, to see if they behaved okay. And I think I can really see it with a finished piece. Not really a finished piece, but I'm seeing it more correctly with an artwork, and not just a swatch, which is not really interesting for me. And anyway, try not to digress too much. And I don't think you can see she's angry, but she is, obviously. Anyway, that part, I still have a problem with drawing mouths. Here is shadow. I guess here is more shadows. I really hope that pen will behave well with the inks, or it will be a lot problematic. So, and she has I think she wears a bit of an armor. I don't know if it's just cloth, or if it's part of her. I really think she's a robot, and I'm not sure she was a living being before being turned into a robot. But anyway, I won't go in a philosophical interrogation about what is being alive and what is being an object. Can objects have maybe not souls but self-conscience? If you're really interested in such interrogations and want to spend a good time and be diverted, just watch Ghost in the Shell. I mean, it's really all about it. The ghost, what they call the ghost, is what differentiates humans from robots, from androids, and it's a bit like having a soul. It's with cybernetification. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, they're all cybernetized. You have cyber brains, and with all that, it's sometimes not clear how to put the difference, where is the line between a robot and a human being. Anyway, I'm a bit improvising here because the picture isn't that clear right here, because I think everything was on purpose, of course, for this film, out of focus. Anyway, I will let it dry a bit and I come back later to color it. So, see you right now. Guess who's back? Back again. So, I tried to let it dry, but the paper is so plastic that it didn't dry, and you can see the damage. No, you can see it. Will you see it? Anyway, at the eyes, here and here. So I guess I will paint over it, and not wait. So first of all, I try the blue ink. It's really diluted, straight out of the bottle, because I didn't dilute it with alcohol or water. And oh my god, my liner smudges a lot, yeah, with this ink. So I guess this liner was alcohol based, and it reactivates a lot, and it's not dry at all, so it will be a bit problematic, but I will try to be careful with it. And I hope you don't hear too much about the outside world, my outside world, because I just opened the window as it's recommended with the alcohol fumes, and I confirm that it stinks a lot. Anyway, I hope it's not too distracting, and I will try to turn my microphone to me, and I hope it's not too distracting. Anyway, oh, for God's sake, it smudges so much. I'm just watching my reference picture to see how much more blue I have to put, and I will try to... I put a lot of ink in this, but I think I won't be using this much of ink, so I see what I do with it, but maybe it will dry, and I would be able... Oh, I'm watching my my screen, and it recognizes the face, so I guess it's a good thing. Anyway, I tried to put some red and blue here, to put it in the purple side. Yeah, it's really purple. So I got the blue really stained my brush, and with just adding some red, I got a really nice purple. But I think it's really made for pouring. It's really tricky on this paper, because it's so plastic feeling. Seriously, you should put the Plastic Beach song by Gorillaz, and it goes really well with it. I guess I could maybe dilute it a bit with the clear alcohol, and it would, I hope, it would do something good. But I have to say, in my palette, it really dries up very quickly, and I'm still not sure how to put the golden color in this painting. I'm really afraid when I come by some really drawn areas, because the fine liner really smudges a lot. Oh, for God's sake, how is it humanly possible? And I noticed that when it smudges, it also, erases a bit of the really fine lines. Now it's really not. It was really not a good idea to use this fine liner. Oh, Scrawlrbox, you made me do it. I trusted you. You told me it was cheating, but you allowed it. And now watch the results. I won't bring back a century war between France and England, but seriously, guys, you made me do it. And it's really awful as a result. But anyway, I try to keep with it. Yeah, it's really for pouring and not for painting, because I don't know, it's not a nice result when it's spread with a brush. You really see each and every stroke. But I'm stubborn, as I'm French, and I will try to end this drawing anyway. And now I'm using a lot of ink. It really dries up fast. like hella fast. And when you come back to the already dried parts, it's just tricky. And it stinks a lot. Like English with it. Anyway, no, it's just a joke. I mean, who doesn't like fish and chips? Except if you're allergic to fish. So I tried to put some more blue maybe and use it. Well, I guess I won't be in the Scrawlrchallenge then for the July participation, as it will be for God's sake, it's really awful. Anyway, I messed up. I guess it's not Scrawlrbox's fault, it's all mine, as I messed up as a big grown man, and I really should have swatched it. But I hate swatching. It's not a waste of time, of course, but I don't like it. It's not interesting enough for me. I prefer to ruin a painting, and I tried to make more purple of the armor. So. Yeah, it's really streaky. You can see each and every stroke I did with this brush. And as I don't dare to go over my fine liner lines, anyway, I still have no idea of how to put gold apparatus, and I forgot the lips. I guess you won't distinguish them from the rest of the drawing. I will try to put shadows in here. Well, I got to say it's a bit practical to erase the pen streaks with this alcohol. But yeah, it's definitely alcohol based. My fine liner is definitely alcohol based, so it reactivates a lot. But I'm not sure which fine liners I have that are not alcohol based, because I have a lot of fine liners for watercolors. So they're all alcohol based to not reactivate with water. I guess this will do the trick. But it's really streaky on the face. And it's getting worse and worse. Anyway, I think I tried the glitter, I guess. No, it's the extender. So I guess I tried the diamond sparkle on the metallic part of her face. So yeah, I didn't pierce through the thing because I didn't want to. And there's a lot of red that was left. I think I forgot to shake it up a bit before turning it. I don't know if ink ASMR. I hope there will be a lot more sparkle. You can already see it on the. Yeah. I guess it's unicorn juice or unicorn blood. Well, so much for the magic of art. So I tried to put it here, and I guess it's not sparkly anymore. I think you can't really see it right now, and you won't see it on camera. I see the sparkles when they're put to it, but I hope that when it's dry, it really sparkles, or it would be a bit disappointing. But I guess it's my first try with real alcohol inks that are not in markers, so I don't know how to really use it. But that was a fun first experiment with it. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. Just putting a star, and it doesn't stay where I put it. It's like watercolors on an unadapted paper. I'm not really sure if it was a good idea. But anyway, that was my Scrawlrchallenge challenge. They say don't use it on an absorbent paper, but I don't know, maybe it would be more fun. But yeah, it's really not sparkly. I'm not sure if I did something wrong. I certainly did something wrong, but it's really for pouring. Like, it has been a trend maybe over a year ago to pour acrylic and just play with your canvas. But it's not a trend anymore. Anyway, I will try to show you. I hope you're not seasick, because it will move a bit. This was my try to this month Scrawlrbox number 71 of July 2021. I think this paper is really plasticky, but it was fun to try. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you soon. I hope for an upgrade unboxing. I just made the upgrade recently, today actually, because I didn't receive it, and usually I receive it before the Scrawlrbox. Anyway, I'm waiting for news from them, and I won't really keep you updated, but I hope I will receive it soon enough. Bye!